Welcome to the video on getting started. This tutorial focuses on the LodeStar interface. The purpose of LodeStar is to help instructors generate engaging, effective activities that get uploaded to learning systems like Blackboard, Moodle, and Desire to Learn. We'll explore the key features of the interface. You'll notice on the left in the instructions panel is the basic LodeStar workflow. You choose a template, and these are templates on the right. Once you've selected a template, you double-click on a template to turn it into a project. Once you've made it into a project, you will then fill in content, either by typing or pasting in. You'll save, preview your work, and then export. You'll notice as you select templates, the description of the template appears on the left. So this is Activity Maker, which is a general purpose template. It enables instructors to present content, ask questions, add flashcards and video and various media, and then be able to branch students based on their performance. The Content Maker template enables instructors to gather together content, type in new content, and then associate content with a table of contents entry, so that makes it very easy for students to find content. A perfect example is a syllabus. Content Maker is terrific at making syllabi. Ebook Maker enables instructors to generate an ebook. Perhaps it's a lab manual. Perhaps it's a little booklet that will support the instruction in class. Students can then download the ebook into their own personal reader. So for example, iPad and other devices such as the Sony or the Nook. All of these devices support the ebook that LodeStar generates. Impress Maker is an interesting way to present content. The instructor lays the content out according to an X coordinate and a Y coordinate. And then as the students progress through the content, they're essentially navigating to different parts of this virtual screen. RSS Maker enables instructors to aggregate RSS feeds. An example of an RSS feed would be a news feed, or perhaps it's a blog article or a blog that gets updated, and that alerts students and shows students the updated content. It's a terrific way to support your particular discipline. Let's begin with Activity Maker. I'll double click and I'll just say Introduction to LodeStar Interface, User Interface. What this will do is generate a project folder by the same name, Introduction to LodeStar UI, and place that folder in the Projects folder under LodeStar, wherever LodeStar is, wherever it's loaded or wherever the user prefers projects to be stored, and we'll talk about that in a second. So I'll go ahead and just type in Introduction. So I have my first page, I'm given an HTML editor. I'll go ahead and put in some content. I can format. I'll go ahead and change that to heading 1. At the bottom, notice that you have a series of buttons. You're able to create a page by clicking on the plus sign. Over to the left, you have the Pages view. So we now have two pages that have the text layout type. I can change the layout by clicking on this little arrow button, and then I'm given various layouts. For example, the text, image layout, a simple question. We have a more sophisticated question that allows us to add some additional content, text content, matching exercise, a categories exercise. Short answer, and there we can use regular expressions to evaluate the answer. a menu that allows us to go to different parts of our particular project. Gate. A gate supports branching, so we can put up a gate, and students aren't able to cross the gate unless they exceed a threshold. If they fail to exceed the threshold, they can be branched to one location, perhaps it's remediation. Wall enables us to wall off content. Students can't access the content unless they're branched to it. Report helps us to report user performance to the learning management system. An interactive image is not implemented currently. Long answer enables a student to type in an open-ended answer. Interview question, very powerful. You're able to create a simulated interview. You're able to put in an image and then various choices. The choices are then rated, and students' selection is then reflected. The validity of their selection is reflected in a meter. So the better they do, the more to the right the meter moves, plus they're provided with feedback. Video helps with bringing in YouTube video. Flashcards, so at any point, anywhere in the presentation, instructor can set up a series of flashcards to rehearse students on some terms, for example. And then journaling allows us to aggregate all of our long answers so that students can see a final report, and see all of their long answers put together in that report. They can then print it off or copy and paste it, put it into a Dropbox, into a learning management system. We'll choose the image, and we'll go ahead and select the first image that catches our eye. This image now becomes part of the learning object. So there's no it doesn't matter what happens to the original image, because a copy of that has been made and placed inside this learning object. We'll add another page. You'll notice that the layout follows the layout of the preceding page, and of course we can change that. We can delete, so using our buttons we can delete the page. This either hides the page's view or displays it, so we can toggle those two views. This button allows us to go back, this button forward, and this button saves. So now our project is saved. Up top, we're able to open existing projects. So I'll choose an existing project. I'll double click on the folder, and inside the folder is the control file. It's called an LXML. That's the one that we double click on. And there we go. So now we can see the content that's in a project that was previously created. We're able to preview our content. And you'll notice now what will happen is LodeStar has an internal browser that gets popped up, and then the content placed in the browser. So there's nothing that you need to do. You can see here we can view the content very easily. This particular question is a flashcard type of question. I'm putting the previewer away. Now I'm able to export. Exporting means preparing this particular activity for a learning management system like Moodle or Blackboard. I would type in a module if, for example, for Desire to Learn would like a module and topic identified with the activity. In any case, I would type in a module, type in a topic, type in an author. The preferred version of SCORM is SCORM 1.3. That's the recommended version, and that all learning management systems support. And that's really selected by default. Finally, at the very, very top, I'm able to see my most recently used files. I'm also able to open and save. Tools allows me to bring up a theme manager, so I'm able to change the look and feel of any project, as well as the background HTML color. Options enables me to change where my projects are stored. License enables me to put in a license key when I'm given one. Preview project is the same as preview button. And then finally, help. I can get general LodeStar help. Type in, let's say, exports. Type in something that I need help on, and then you can see articles that are selected. They give me help on that. I can hide a tab by clicking on the X, so I can hide this project or close this project, which leads me back to our original project. If I ever had to start a new project, simply click on templates, and then I'm back to where I was. I'm able to easily move from tab to tab. So that concludes our tutorial on the LodeStar interface. Hopefully it will help you get started.